Namaste everyone. Happy morning and warm cordial welcome to one and all to this day 4 webinar on personal development program for college students organized by Department of Biotechnology under the banner of Transgenic Club, Keli Societies, S. Nijlingappa College, Bengaluru. I'm Dr. Pratibha K.S., Coordinator, Department of Biotechnology, NSS Program Officer. It gives me great privilege to welcome you all to this today's webinar session on creativity. Any occasion needs divine blessings of Lord Almighty. Let us seek divine blessings of universe. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevava Shishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Today I'm very much delighted to see you all here. This webinar has been organized in order to share insights of creativity skills. Dear students, we have amongst us eminent enriched speaker, Mr. Amarnath J, a well-known personality development trainer. Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Amarnath J, sir, for accepting our invitation. Welcome to this webinar, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. We always keep coming to you with wonderful opportunity. I'm really glad we have with us Amarnath J, sir, to share his views on creativity. The sole aim of today's webinar is to understand characteristics of creativity, importance of creativity, component of creativity, stages of creativity, and types of creative thinking. With this brief note, I would like to request Amarnath J, sir, to take over today's session on creativity. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. So creativity, it means a lot for us. Creativity will always give the new approach to any situations. Creativity is the one thing you always create. You are always in your new thoughts. The new thoughts will also show you the new dimension of your own personality. In creativity, yesterday we were discussing the clarity and the creativity, that is your capacity and the ability of yours, which you should always keep it in your mind. You are like a discovery channel. And once this is known, when you go through the process, we will also understand how unique you are, and also every person that you meet, they are also quite unique. So the relationship between whatever it is that there is a new meaning, new value is created in our relationship. Let us see to the characteristics of these creativity today. So being unique, novel, personal experience that you can see, the various scholars, they find the common character of any creative person is this. Creativity is universal. It is not conformed to any individual, groups of individual, caste, creed. Creativity is not bound by the barriers of age, location, and culture. When we look into creativity again, it is innate and as well as acquired. Innate is what you inherit, the culture also. And apart from this, the gift of nature and also the endowment that you are having, you are created by God, that we have to keep it in our mind. When we look into that, with this background experience, your education and training in the nurturing of creativity cannot be ruled out. That means the continuous educating ourselves, putting into practice, seeing its application, the result also, the repetition is giving the same result, but in creativity, you can see the new things that is happening. Creativity produces something new and novel. And creativity is noted in any products that is new. But this novelty of newness does not necessarily imply the production of totally a new idea or object which has never been experienced, has never existed before. Here our observation, when it should be so subtle, because we may think, the same thing is happening, but there is a change. Suppose if I ask what is the time, and again I am asking the time, the time will not remain the same. So such a subtle observation is required to realize the creativity in us. With that, It has got a tremendous wide scope. It has got a multifarious human accomplishment like poems, story writing, performance in any field, dance, drama, music, painting, sculpture, leadership. It means that in every step of yours, you can see that creativity which is there. And also creatively, you will start doing the work, the thinking, the action part, the behavior, the confidence level. In everything, you can see the new dimension of yourself. And creativity involves the thinking will be very adventurous in nature. Adventurous, those are the activities, only those people they will accept, and also they will take up the responsibility because they are able to visualize that creativity is one thing which will make the person to think what is truth. Otherwise, it becomes an assumption and we will try to stick on to that. Creativity is also looking into the reality. And this creativity and anxiety, there is a positive correlation is there. From anxiety stage, once you become creative, manageable limits and directing into productive channels, it should be. So anxiety is no more. That anxiety itself, we have directed into a productive channel. Creativity rests more on divergent thinking than on convergent thinking. Convergent thinking is something like focusing the sun rays, where the object that is kept under the lens, it gets, we can see the fire. But in divergent thinking, we need to think in a different angle. It is putting myself in the outer world. And here the characteristics are highly creative, divergent thinking. And individuals, the most important thing that I need to understand, there is a multiple possible solution I can see. So in creativity, I make a strategy. If it doesn't work, I re-strategize. That is what it is called as a divergent thinking. Many possible solutions you can see at a time. And the moment any given strategy is not working, I'm already ready to get into my re-strategize and also re-visualize and then get into the next different action. So creativity and intelligence do not necessarily go hand to hand. Earlier they were thinking, people who are very intelligent, they are creative, but not so. Creativity is different and intelligence, it can supplement. It is an action of what I know, it comes in creativity. So sociability and creativity are negatively correlated. Creativity requires creative individuals to have a greater sensitiveness to the demand of a problem rather than evaluation. So here a person will not sit and evaluate the situation. He will only see the solution and how it benefits everyone. He is more socially oriented and utilize the energy and potential for the satisfaction of the challenges that are there. So pleasance and security, all these things are positive peer appraisal. Appraisal also we should take. What I am doing, how I am doing. So these are the characteristics of creativity. In our next slide, we will go to the importance of creativity. And in importance of creativity, you can see the purpose, where we get stuck, and how thinking should be. What sort of a thinking that I should take up, a new thinking, whenever I get stuck. So the purpose of going to school or whatever it is there, it is we contemplate and we conceive an idea, the possibilities that are going to take place. And before this, we will also try to understand the elements of creativity. And once we know the elements of creativity, it is always a new way of handling the problem situation. It depends upon the 4 mental elements also. The one is the continuous fluency should be there in our thoughts. There should be a numerous thoughts, and we can handle the problem very comfortably, and it will become so interesting. I get involved and I forget myself also. See, such is the, the benefit of this creativity once we develop. So I am already very clear. There is a fluency of thoughts, and this fluency of thoughts, the number of ideas are there for a given problem. And the next step that we are going to take is the flexibility, the ability to view an aspect from a different perspective, to change the approach. The problem solving term is called as a flexibility, and creative individuals analyze a problem from a different angle. This is what is very important. In creativity, the idea of ours is to get the solution. When we want a solution, then my thinking how it should be. In my thinking, if I can see that sort of a flexibility in my personality, it will enable me to understand better the situation. The ability to view the aspect from a different perspective is what it meant by flexibility. The ability to produce unusual, novel answer to question and interpretation of a situation is known as originality. Originality means it's totally new. You are the patent of that. So originality gives a lot of meaning for you to understand. So there is a fluency of thought is there, flexibility is there, and also originality is there. The ability to face the challenges thrown by the complex situation to enjoy, efforts to analyze and to resolve, this is called as an orientation element. Whenever we, from PUC to BSc, there is an orientation program. From SSLC to PUC, there is an orientation program. Orientation is, I am in line of that. And with this orientation, my mind always keeps on thinking how I am going to resolve and what is my effort. And the beauty of this orientation is you will also enjoy when you analyze the situation. So these are the interrelated intellectual knowledge and confidence. So one side you need that knowledge, intelligence, and also you need the confidence level, and the confidence level will get into the realities. And we should avoid this conventional thinking, because most of the time we think up to one stage and then we will get up. We are going to give it up. So most important thing, one point before getting into this, we should understand that ignorance is not the answer. We have to come out of the ignorance, and the manager must have adequate knowledge and available courses of action for a given particular problem. And before we discuss this slide, we will also understand certain prerequisite things, whatever it is required for that. So information free flow should be there. And along with the free flow of information, new ideas we should welcome. And when we welcome the new ideas, good ideas should be nurtured. And most important thing, creativity, it improves the self-esteem. That is, your feel-good effect should be there. And motivation is a part of an action. Inspire is a part of the thinking. And also your achievement, you can visualize your achievement. So building these basic skills, encouraging yourself, and stimulating and rewarding. Curiosity should be there. Exploration nature should be there. Motivation, it puts you into the action. We must encourage ourselves. We must focus towards whatever the situation that we come across, and also providing an opportunity for choice to discovery, developing the self-management. And now we can see this in the next slide. We can see about the creativity. In creativity, there are three components are there. If you observe properly, on the left side, expertise. Expertise is all the knowledge that you possess. Intellectual knowledge. On the right side ring, you can see that creative thinking skills, how flexible and how imaginative and how you approach the problem, that is very important. And in the lower half of the circle, you can see intrinsic is more effective than extrinsic. So intrinsic, I am a part of the problem. I am looking out for the solution. This is what exactly it creates. And when this creativity is discussed, we have also got certain responsibilities as a lecturer. We will discuss that in our next slide, which is going to come. In our next slide, if you can observe yourself, faculty behaviors that may foster or enhance the creativity that includes how we are encouraging our students, share our thinking with students, explains how you create or combine the ideas. And then communication should be there with expectation. Let students know that creative ideas are expected and we should welcome. So appreciating nature should be there. And the students also should feel that, yes, there is a development in me. I am more creative. And for that, the reinforcement is required. That means the moment you see any good things in a student, you should applaud and creative thinking when an idea, even when it is not successful. See, it is in the process. In the further discussion, we will understand what is called as incubation. As a science student, you know very well, even that incubation or gestation period, whatever it is there. Here, it is not that the end you can see immediately. It is in the process. So whatever may be the situation, the reinforcement from the faculty side is very important for our students. Or as a leader, with your subordinate, this can happen. Now the present situation is student and lecturer. In the coming days, you will be a chief executive, or you think yourself as a president of a company, how you should motivate. And that is called as a conceptual skill. And also it is a human skill apart from technical skill. And once we do this reinforcement, this will give you effective in such a way, the cognitive factors will become better. Fluency will be there, the ability to critical thinking, it is there, and ability to expression is there. Manifestation, what we cannot see, we can start seeing and adjusting to the nature and the situation and the problem that we are undergoing. So the adaptability also will come, and sensitivity to the problems, and redefine ourselves to the given situation. And in the next slide, we will understand about the characteristics of a creative person. So when you are seeing the slide, you find it interesting. This is the slide I was discussing in the morning when it was prepared. When I asked one person, a person said it is called as a comprehension level. And another person said it is storing the water. And another person said it is a rain harvest. And another person said, one can see like Arjuna, there is a water tank at the back where he is collecting the water. So these are the characteristics that will be there. How you look into the situation is very important. So the very first characteristics that we need to understand, we should be very sensitive to the situation. Then only you will find that positive thinking in yourself. When you see with sensitivity, it also says how well I am disciplined, how well socially I am accepting responsibility, and also my mental preparation, and how I am a very good human being. It is a mixture of arts and science, it is there. And once I am sensitive to any given situation, naturally there is a fluency of thinking. This is the ability to think well without effort. This is very important. Most of the time what we think, I am doing a hard work. Many times hard work is not required. Many times it is consciously how you are involved is required. And once, social welfare, that is what one of the quality that an organization also should have. Apart from the profit, apart from everything, socially, how it contributes. The fluency allows a person to come up with a numerous idea as well as the numerous possible solution. This is also, you should encourage others. That is called a brainstorming session. And once that is done, the flexibility of thinking also you develop. The flexibility of thinking is all about the ability to easily move beyond the traditional ways of thinking and come up with the new ones. So suppose if you are asking a person to build a house by the card, then what he thinks, would you think of bending the cards, or would you just assume that you are not supposed to bend? This is because we have never seen a house of cards with bent cards. So visualization, thinking, fluency, flexibility is very important. And virginality. What is virginality? Virginality, it refers that it is new. The trait of virginality is pretty much just what you think it is. It is the ability to come up with an unusual response, connections, and solution or approaches. The flexibility of thinking, but the originality, the probability of something else coming up with the same line of thinking is quite small. How many people came up with the theory of relativity, for example? See, this is how a new solution to the same problem, but the number would be very small. So virginality is, it is not that everyone can achieve. It is only those who follow all these steps, they will come out with the originality of ideas. And redefinition. What is redefinition? We will understand. This is an ability to see old things in a new way. See, problem remains same, but the way that I was looking at the problem is totally different now how I am looking at it. For example, let us, take this. I want a needle, but I don't have the same. But what I have got a fish, and I have got a iron piece, one nail is there, and also a bean, a dry bean is there. Now, how to get the needle, which I don't have? So here, the creativity starts. And even there is a pencil. And now if I look into it, how to get the needle which is not there? But I have got the, what are the materials that are there? One is pencil is there, one is nail piece is there, and also a dried green bean is there, and a fish is there. So now, what we will start thinking? We will start thinking about the nail. But it requires lot of effort and a hard work, and there is a lot of stress is there. And if I want to convert the pencil, it may break when you bring it to the size of a needle. And if you take the dried green bean, when you make the hole, but it can break quite easily. So now you understand from where the answer is coming. A fish, of course, you use one of the bones from the fish. It is strong, but it can be sharpened, and it is possible to put a hole in it. A pencil would not be too big to use as a needle. So if we look into it, creativity, the very first thing is I need to think it is possible, it is my ability, and I am a creative person, and I redefine in a different way. And elaboration is another step, which is an ability to come up with the details of a general idea or a solution. It means a creative person gives more and more idea about the task. And last, tolerance, ambiguity. This is the ability to accept uncertainty without feeling the stress or tension. Someone with a high tolerance for ambiguity can hold conflicting views. What I need to understand, feeling positive and feeling negative, it is there. So that ambiguity is there. But the patience is one thing that will teach me how to approach. Now, I was seeing a WhatsApp message where there is a lake is there and also there is a boat. As long as the water doesn't move, it is like our mind. When the mind is cool and calm, relaxed, even unconsciously, you will think about the problem. You know, the best example is Archimedes. In the after 2 slides, we can observe. Now let us go through the stages of creativity in the next slide. So in the next slide, we are seeing here the stages of creativity. The stages of creativity, if you look at that, the very first thing is two person, they are discussing. That means there is a preparation. After the preparation, next is that incubation and illumination and also verification. That again we will discuss step by step now. What exactly is a preparation? Preparation is all about, it's a stage the thinker formulates the problem, collects the maximum data that is required. And when the data are required, when it is collected, we will start thinking about the solution. And the problem cannot be solved even after days, weeks, and months. The concentrated efforts, failing to solve the problem, the thinker runs away. So this should not happen. That is one of the reasons how our preparation should be. It should be very, the knowledge that is required and also the patience that I should have and the mental status condition that is there. All these things comes in preparation. Once it is preparation is there, then it goes to incubation. During this period, some of the ideas that were interfering with the solution will tend to fade. So what happens? I can quote an example. I was watching Mahabharat, or it's a thought of Vivekananda. There were two stones were there, and between the stones, a snake was sneaking through, and when it is coming out, we can find that snake is able to manage itself to come between the two stones, and also the outer skin is removed. So incubation is something, the best thing is you can also understand being the stages of from ugly looking larva stage, what exactly, a butterfly, how it is going through the gestation period and what are the development it takes. So in incubation, all these things will take place. And also here you can find the solution will tend to be fade. The overt activity and sometimes even thinking about the problem is absent in this stage, but the unconscious thought process involved in creative thinking, that will continue to work. Apparently, the thinker will be busy in other activities like reading literature or playing games, etc. In spite of these activities, the contemplation about finding a solution to problem will be going on in the mind. The best example is our Archimedes. And also Eureka stage. So this is about the insight that we will discuss. And before that, what I need to understand is about the illumination, and the fourth stage is the verification here. What exactly is a verification? And before that, even illumination, you can see a creative idea occur, suddenly it occurs. Consequently, the things become very clear. What was not to be seen, all of a sudden in illumination, you can see the sudden flash of solution that is known as illuminating the building. You might have seen it is the same thing that will happen. And we also, say, Eureka, experience, Archimedes found new solution to the crown problem. And in verification, we will find that we will ensure ourselves and it is necessary to verify whether our solution is correct or not. Hence, in this stage, evaluation and a solution is done. If the solution is not satisfactory, the thinker will go back to the creative process. So, even in 1 Minute Manager's books, you can see that if a goal is not achieved, I should also introspect myself whether my behavior matches with the goals. So first thing is, it should agree the behavior and the task that we have taken. So in these 4 stages, the role of the faculties, the role of the trainer is very important to encourage the students. So in an organization, that encouragement, the supervisory nature, whatever is there in the work group, the people should feel that they have got enough support, and all these impediments also we must overcome, and we should support our students very well. So in the next slide, we can go to the types of creative thinking. In types of creative thinking, we will understand certain steps. It is called as reframing. What exactly is reframing? Opens up creative possibilities by changing our interpretation of an event, situation, behavior, person, or object. Even our interpretation and also the situation we are going through and our behavior, our thinking process, all these things are very important. Think about a time when you changed your opinion of somebody. Maybe you saw them as difficult or unpleasant because the way they behave towards you. Only discover a reason for that behavior that made you to feel sympathetic towards them. So you ended up with an image of them as struggling or dealing with problems rather than bad. The most important thing is, how about a time when you were pleased to buy something at a very low price only to get disappointed because it broke, and then you realize you have bargained and you have purchased something very cheap? Then you will be interested in the quality. So when experience disappointment, you will also discover the opportunities which emerge from it. And the old saying is, when one door closes, 9 doors will open. So any type of thinking, that reframing attitude should be there. The problem is same, the way I think, the way I change, make a change in my thinking process. So what this reframing does to your brain, that is also very important. Your brain at work. Here we have to understand our emotional responses ultimately flow out our appraisal of the world. And if we can shift those appraisals, we shift our emotional response. When you shift your emotional response, the stress will become a good stress also. Whenever this is done, the intellectual exercise, it changes the way we feel, which in turn changes our capacity for action. This makes a person very powerful and a creative tool for changing our own lives and influencing other people. Unless I influence myself, I will not be able to influence it. So reframing is one of the very important activity wherever we are stuck, and this habit will be of a great use, and we can understand its importance also. And once we understand the importance, we will understand what exactly it means, what else, the ideas that I can use, the context, where else could be this be useful, and learning what can I learn from this. A sense of humor should be there, and proactively the solution we should find out. Silver lining, what opportunities are lurking inside this problem. We only see the problem, we don't see the opportunity. But when you reframe yourself, you will also see that how your brain also supports and you will start seeing the opportunities in problem. And creative heroes, how would one of my creative heroes approach this problem? We will always take, Mr. Cool, Tendulkar. Mr. Cool is our Dhoni, and practice in the sense it is our Tendulkar. And the way to behave is our Rahul Dravid. Like that, you think of a hero, or Vivekananda making all the difference. Before Vivekananda's appearance, everybody was thinking India is a country full of superstition, all useless thoughts, this and that. But when Vivekananda took over the situation and he made it very clear, the culture of India, the spirituality, now the whole world is looking at us. So in the next slide, we can see one more very interesting thing is called as mind mapping. So in a mind mapping, most of the time, when we see the TV and when we want to sit and study, the difference we find is in reading, it is sequential, it is there, the sentences that we have to go through. But the same thing can be done even in this mind mapping. And we will also conduct a workshop on all these things about mind mapping. It is a very, very interesting thing. You take one point and then you put it in the center and you will branch out like each chapter. How many chapters are there? You can take in branches. And again, further it should be branched to give the concepts. This is called as a mind mapping. And in a mind mapping, the problem by allowing you to write ideas down in an associative and in an organic pattern, starting with a key concept in the center of the page and radiating out in all directions using the lines to connect the related ideas. So whereas in a book reading, all these things are there, but in a book, it is in a sequential form and also it is a logical one. So the great ideas on paper, even though, however, it is encouraging, due to some reason, here you get a visualized effect. See, book is always like an audio, but whereas the slides, all these slides will give you that visualization it is giving. And once you can understand this mind mapping, whenever the students are going through the subject, immediately they can create a mind mapping. And then we can understand how brain is also backing up. So visual layout, it has been claimed that the mind mapping engages both the left and the right hemisphere of the brain, leading to a more holistic and imaginative style. A mind map can also aid learning by showing the relationship between different concepts. It is like putting together everything. And in the next slide, we will understand what is about the insight. So this insight is giving a very clear picture to you that Archimedes, he was thinking about the problem when he got into the bathtub. All of a sudden, what happened? Working hard to solve a problem, getting stuck, he took a break and a flash of insight, bringing the solution to the problem where we can observe how our brain works. So different meanings, but the context of creative thinking, it means the idea that appears in the mind. From nowhere, you get the answer. This should be the experience that should happen. And you should feel happier. And you should be very, proactively key to unlock the insight, recognize it. And it should be slow, calm, and you should allow your thoughts to wander. Let it go here and there. But all of a sudden, you will come with an answer. Rock also the points out of every insight comes with a burst of energy and enthusiasm, helps you to put into action. So we'll go to the next slide, please. Next slide. Okay. So here there is a very interesting message. Thank you. And thank you is also, there is a message. Creativity is just connecting yourself. You should keep on connecting. Where you leave the work, you take over the work. And so once you are determined, You will understand very well, and we will have a wonderful session tomorrow also, where you get a further insight. It is like a flow of a river. So thank you very much, and wishing you all a great further creative moments in your life. Thank you, madam. Good day.
Thank you, sir. That was really a wonderful package of this creativity, and the students got to know about so many things here through creativity. I got some questions here. In that one question, I'm going
Yeah.
to use how to become
madam.
a role model, sir. They have asked here how to become role model.
Okay.
How to become a role
Now, yeah, it is very good. That is that is why I said in the end, it is the most creative session next, this one. Just like Vishweshwara, when he saw the flow of water, how he built the dam. To become a role model, self-awareness, and if they become aware of themselves, whatever they are doing, it may be right or wrong, they should become aware of it. The second thing is they should set their goals. And once they set their goals, they should work towards it. And when they work towards it, they will become more creative. And when they are more creative, they will become very innovative also. So innovative is something you don't require anything other than your own involvement. And then definitely we will become a role model. These are the next two topics are there after this insight. Again, to make a recap, in awareness, self-actualization should take place to become a role model, and feel-good effect of emotional quotient is also very important, and knowing themselves and consciously thinking about themselves, they should set the goal. I want to be a role model. I want to be a role model. I want to be a role model. This auto-suggestion, it will work very well. Once, if I come out of my habitual routine way of doing, if I become very conscious, we will be very clear. Everybody is unique, like that I am unique. Like me, nobody else is there. That also another thing we have to think to become a role model. And in the next class, we will take up this in a more detailed way, and we will come to the, we will make everybody as a role model. Every student from KLE College, they are role models in this universe. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. That was really a wonderful explanation for that. It means student has to train their mind to become a role model, right, sir?
Yeah. Then we are there as a supportive staff. We are there, and it become a very good teamwork. And everybody, no authoritative leaders will not be there. All are informal leaders only because of their personality.
Yes.
And I wish, and it is possible, that is in that direction, madam, you are working. And it is also a privilege to be in the team.
We are working for students only, together, both. We.
Yeah, that is what I said. Yeah, madam. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Good day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
On behalf of KLE Society's S. Nizlingappa College, I thank Mr. Amarnath J. Sir, our personality development trainer, for accepting our invitation, who shared his in-depth knowledge about creativity. Thank you, sir, for your unconditional support and for spending your valuable time with us.
Thank you.
Finally,
I should thank to my team.
Definitely, sir.
Madam, you are the leader. We are the followers. Okay, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, madam. Thank you. Good day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally,
So today we have seen.
Yes, sir.
Today we have seen that wonderful flexibility that was there on both the sides.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay,
this will go hand in hand, sir.
Yeah, madam. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, madam.
Finally, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to all the participants and behalf of KLE management. I, Dr. Pratibha K. signing off for today. Stay tuned with me. I'll be back with some more interesting videos. Stay safe, protect yourself, protect others. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being with us, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day, madam.